Good morning. Happy Saturday story time. We got Jessie. Hi. And Tucker. Hey, buddy. Hey, Tuck. Good boy. And good girl, Jessie. Hey there. All right. So thank you for joining us for Saturday story time. Jessie's trying to talk. Today I'm going to read Jessie's Indigestible Incident. First of all, it is 9/11, the 20th anniversary of the horrific event that happened in the United States. I just want to recognize and thank and pray for everyone who had family involved, all first responders, all the military, people who to this day we all do feel loss, but specifically I've been listening all morning to the names being read off. I feel like it's really important to keep those memories alive and to honor all those brave people. So if I talk too much, I'll get teary. So I want to move on to something else that is coming up. And you may notice my shirt. I know it's not October yet, but I am participating in the Bully Walk, the Bully Boo Walk, which I was super excited about the first time participating in it as a sponsor and a vendor on 2018. So this is the 2019 shirt, and I also participated, like I said, for the first time in 2018. And when you're a sponsor, I don't know if you can see all these sponsors, of course, with monetary donation, they put your emblem on the shirt. So, once again, Squally Publications is a sponsor. This year, it's on October 3rd, and it is at Woodward Park in Fresno. So, if you're local, I hope you can join us there. We will have a booth with my books and shirts. But today, I'm going to read Jessie's Indigestible Incident. I do have a page on Facebook. It's Jessie, The Adventures of Jessie with an X. I had to rename it because of Facebook issues. But anyway, I do not have very many followers, so if you could follow that page, I think I've pretty much invited everybody to do that. But maybe not. I should go back and recheck that. Jessie wants to talk. Can you hear her? But I'm going to go ahead and read the book, and then I'll get back on to showing the dogs to you. And yeah. So don't forget, October 3rd. I'll remind you one more time before we're done. All right. Jessie's Indigestible Incident. This is book 2 in the Jessie series. Thanks for joining us today. All righty. Here we go. Well, hello. Remember me? I'm sure you do. I'm that gorgeous celebrity that everyone, who's anyone, is talking about. That's right. I'm Jessie. No? I'm the one with the lopsided ears, one up and one down, and a cute beauty mark on my nose and chest. Still no? I have my own special style when I walk. It's almost like dancing. A little bit of walking, a little bit of wagging my beautiful tail. Let's call it waggling. Just another of my unique talents. Still don't remember? Where have you been? I know. I'm the one with the funny whiskers, one side black, the other white. I knew you'd remember me. How could you not remember the gorgeous pit bull with the pink feather boa? There is no other, just little exceptional me. On with my story. Ever since my mom found me at the shelter, I've had this little issue where I gobble my food. I don't know why, but nobody, and I mean nobody, is going to eat my food. Probably comes from having to eat whatever I could find. when I lived on the streets. Was that Tucker? Well, on this particular day, I refused to eat anything. My mom knew something was wrong because, well, me not eating. So she took me to the veterinarian. Let's just call him the vet. Much easier. Now, I don't like to go to the vet's office. Don't get me wrong. He is nice and all. I just don't like that he has to pay attention to the other dogs. I mean, I'm Jessie. Why does he have to be nice to the others? I'm Jessie. Enough said. When we got there, I tried to give my usual hello by wagging my tail, but couldn't get my wag up to speed. It just sort of flopped from side to side. He offered me a nice little treat, but I refused to have anything to do with it. Again, not something I would normally do. I love treats. They walked me from the exam room to the back of the hospital where they had this machine that could look at my insides. They called it an X-ray. It could tell if something was wrong in there, but he said nothing looked strange. If you ask me, looking at someone's insides is strange all by itself. They sent us home. I still didn't feel like eating. Mom tried beef and rice. No. She tried feeding me boiled chicken. No. She even tried Alaskan cod, my Most's very favorite food in the whole world. Still, nope. So the very next day, it was back to the emergency pet hospital. It was horrible. Mom cried because she was so worried. I was getting weak. I didn't even want to drink water. This is where it gets a little embarrassing. Mom had to carry me because I could hardly stand up. The emergency vet wanted to do something called a surgery. He thought I had something in my insides that caused an infection. Now, I don't know what surgery is, and I don't know what an infection is. All I knew was that I didn't feel good. I wanted to go home. When they admitted me to the hospital, they wrote American Pit Bull Terrier on my paperwork. Not this again. We're just like any other dog. Most of us are just happy to have someone to love. One of the techs had a pit bull at home. She was extra nice. She called me a velvet hippo. She said it was a nickname for pit bulls because our hair is so soft and shiny, like velvet. Also, our big heads and short squatty bodies make us kind of look like a hippopotamus. I like hippos, even though I never saw one. A real one anyway. I don't see the resemblance. At least, not with me. You see a resemblance? Does she look like a hippo to you? Anyway, I was hungry, but food just didn't sound good. I started thinking about what I had done in the last few days. There was that business card that I ate, and that tissue I scarfed from the trash can. Those were no problem. I had eaten plenty of them before. Unfortunately, yes. A couple of days earlier, I was sniffing around the house, smelling all the smells, like I normally do. I found this extra stinky sock in the clothes hamper. Now, I love to chew on soft things. That's why all the blankets in our house have holes in them. This sock was one of Mom's. I could smell her, and it was extra soft. I picked it up with my mouth, and out the door I ran. Sometimes Mom sees me with socks, and just as I start to get them down my throat, she pulls them out. I know it's a bad habit, but I can't be entirely perfect, can I? This time, I got away with it, and I swallowed the sock whole. That must be what is making me sick. That nice little extra stinky sock was stuck inside me. Whoa, Jessie. I got to thinking about other things I had eaten. There was that $20 bill on the table, and that came out. And that stinky glove in the garden, I chewed the fingers and thumb on. They all came out. I even ate part of the TV remote. That came out too. Somehow, they had all come out. Why was this sock making me feel so sick? The next thing I remember was the techs petting and talking to me. They were so nice. I must have fallen asleep. When I woke up, I felt different. I had tubes attached to my paws, and all my beautiful hair was gone from my belly. And I had small silver lines all over my tummy. They kind of looked like jewelry. Is that what I look like under my hair? What happened while I was asleep? Surgery? Did she have surgery? Anyway, I was very tired, and I still didn't want to eat. They offered me boiled chicken. Nope. They offered me beef and rice. Nope. They didn't have any Alaskan cod, so they offered me canned cat food. Now that is so stinky, I usually can't resist. But not this time. I wonder why. She's always hungry. Everything they offered me looked like socks. Socks in a bowl. Yummy. Not. Chicken was white socks, the beef and rice were striped socks, and the cat food was brown socks. Yuck. I was not going to eat a bowl of socks. Ew. Would you eat a bowl of socks? The tech took me out of my cage, and we slowly and carefully walked down the hall to a small room. I had to be careful because I still had that tube taped to my paw. And all that jewelry on my tummy was not comfortable at all. Once we got into the room, guess what? My mom was there. I was so happy to see her. I couldn't jump up, so I just wagged my tail as best I could. I held my gorgeous ears back so she could pat my face. She put a bowl of something on the floor and sat right there next to me. She was petting me and talking to me, and guess what? In the bowl was my favorite, you guessed it, Alaskan cod. My mom brought Alaskan cod to the emergency hospital for me. I forgot all about the bowls of socks they tried to feed me. Suddenly, I felt better. I ate everything in the bowl while Mom was talking away. Imagine that. It was really nice to hear her voice. "Aw, she sure loves you," the tech said. I thought, yes, yes, I do. Even more than I love Alaskan cod. I walked out of there with a little extra wiggle in my waggle, probably because of all that jewelry. When we got home, I noticed we had a new clothes hamper, one where the lid snapped shut. Thank goodness. We don't want to go through that again, do we, Jessie? Well, I guess that's the end of my sock tale. Next time, I'll tell you about another one of my adventures. All right. Well, thank you for joining us for Saturday's story time. Let me get on the other side of the camera for the doggies. Let me show the doggies. Hello. Hi. Thank you for watching. Here's Jessie. Say hi, everybody. Happy Saturday story time. Thanks for watching. And here's Tucker. Tucker the groomer. Are you grooming? Are you a cat or a dog? Huh, Tucky? All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Hope you enjoyed the story. See you next time. Don't forget, we have a YouTube channel, Jessie the Pit Mix, where you can watch all the past videos that we recorded. All right. Thank you. Happy Saturday. Bye-bye.